Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about my inventing nature. So, inventing and kind of having things, uh, machines and stuff like that in my head is just something that's kind of been there my whole life. But my first actual invention that I actually made an effort to bring to the world was when I was 18 and I was working for a carpet laying company, and basically I kept wearing out the tips of my shoes. So it was just a very simple plastic cup with an elastic strap that you would put over the tips of your shoes while you were climbing around on your hands and knees, I don't even think they have anything like that today. They have knee pads, but nothing for your shoes. And even as recently as within like the last 15 years, I totally wore out the tips of a pair of really nice steel toe boots, all the leather off the steel toes at a job, and those would have been ideal for that. But so back in the day, in the world of TV, there was a commercials for Adventure Submission Hotline or some shit like this, right? So I called them up and made an effort to, do it, and the whole thing was this: you call them up and they're like, "Give us money, give us money." They didn't give a fuck about the idea at all. They give us your friend's number, give us your family's number, we'll ask them for money. I mean, it was insane, just complete bullshit. So that went nowhere. And then for years, I spent years toying around with the idea in my head, just, I guess, daydreaming or whatever, but, having like a thing, a model in my head that I'm working on and progressing on a convertible bus. And for years and years and years, in my late teens and early 20s, I developed the mechanisms to make a bus, and specifically one of these little mini buses they had around Portland for a while. They were a little short bus. They put them on a bunch of routes that we have these hills and stuff around Portland, right? And I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if that thing could turn into a convertible, and have like a hot tub in the back, So, and then, fast forward, I honestly don't think I ever did much. Once things were just rolling, I really didn't really have enough time to think through things at all. Like, I was 24/7 for so many years, and if I did think about stuff, it was probably that convertible bus, right? So then, fast forward to 2015, I was super into drones. Building them, not as much flying them. I mean, I was flying them a little bit, but really building them and selling them was what I first got into, just because building them was so much fun, and I couldn't just afford to just keep buying them and building them and not sell them, right? So I'd build out whole kits and sell them. But in the process of this, like, I got really into drones and just everything that drones could possibly do and what they were going to do. And, I moved into this house, and it was like we had it was a monument area that had like a park that was just invaded by people. And I used to invade the thing when I was a kid too. I mean, that was the place where you went to hang out and drink as a kid, at the top of Rocky Butte. And back in the 90s, to solve that problem, they put houses up there. Well, the party just moved a little farther north around the other side of the monument. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get a build a drone that I can fly over there and, like flash like bright lights and loud sounds and all this shit. But then I was like, I gotta fly it back to my fucking house. They could just fucking watch the thing go back to my house and I'm stirring shit with a bunch of drunken people. Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of why I actually started to fucking build drones or look into building drones. But then I kind of quickly learned about this FPV thing, which was just like pretty new at the time, really. And that was crazy. So I built a bunch of drones, sold a bunch of drones, got into flying them a little. I sucked. I was so horrible. I was, not very good at it. The most fun I ever had was this little tiny drone, like this. I mean, with the goggles, had the camera on it, and I would fly that thing around my house. And the cats would love it, and just zoom around the house through the door, and still hard to get through the doorways. But the problem with that thing is the little batteries. Like, the first time you use the battery, you get like 3 minutes. Then the next time you get like 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Literally every time you use the battery, it would be less powerful. So it was like just throwing money away, that game, right? And the business was doing really, really good when I first started with the drones, but then literally like just crashed in the middle of the drones. And so I had sold all the drones to like buy hard drives or something. I literally just put every single drone thing that I had into one sale on eBay and just marketed it around to a few forums. Lost like probably $5,000. Took the money that I got and put it into the business. Yay. That's pretty much all I did for 10 years, is put money into the business. When the money was really, really good at certain times, mostly it went into the business. But, like, I did do this drone thing. So, while I was in the middle of this drone thing, I started thinking about, we had a big forest fire in not in Portland, but it was like east of Portland, but the wind drove all the fucking... This has happened a few times, right? Forest fires are kind of Pacific Northwest. It happens, right? And what the problem is with the forest fires is we cut down all the trees. And then now the trees... So we used to have huge trees that could handle fire, and they would just wipe out little stuff, Some new trees could get up, over the years, but then they'd, be protected because these other trees just wouldn't burn up right away too, right? So we have to kind of try to get back to that level, which not a whole lot of cooperation on that, but I mean, they're burning down the Amazon currently. So anyway, stopping lightning strike forest fires. Now, so we need to be burning, which we aren't. We need to be burning. We need to be lighting fires strategically, letting areas burn, the underbrush, like that needs to be happening. But that's not really happening very much either. And then we need to stop the random fires until we've grown up the trees big enough to where they can withstand like the natural thing again, which, that's going to take a long time, right? But it's the random fires. I mean, a lot of it started by people, but there's no reason these... So my invention is a drone that is a flying fire extinguisher, basically, right? So I developed this whole thing, and I spent thousands of dollars on getting all the components that, I mean, to build the actual drone was like over $100,000, right? So I got the fire extinguishing parts roughed together. They still all needed to go out to the machiner and have all the parts that were compiled reduced down to just the most basic parts that were there. Just make this do this instead of having all this stuff, a lot of plumbing stuff. So, while I was doing this, thinking about this, then this contest was called Drones for Good, right? $1 million first prize. And when I found out about it, the first year was happening, and the winner was retarded, basically, compared to this idea. I mean, it didn't do... I can't even remember, but you could look it up. It was not impressive at all. So I'm like, wow, I got to do next year. I got to do it with this flying fire extinguisher, right? So I go through all the hoops and all this, and when it comes right down to it, they didn't say it, but I think they needed a working prototype. They didn't say it. They just like, you need to outline everything, and had I gotten into the contest, I could have gotten the money to build out the drone, right? I guarantee I could have won that contest. I mean, because it was judged by a bunch of rich Arabs, right? And it was all about putting on a show. And the show that I would have put on would have won, because I'm not only a drone builder, I'm a producer, a special effects guy. I mean, I've done all this shit, right? So if I would have been able to put all my into that, I would have won. I would have won $1 million. But I didn't have a working prototype, so I didn't even get into the contest, and that just kind of faded into obscurity, except I contacted this drone company out of China called MMC. They actually make a hydrogen fuel powered drone, which is kind of crucial to this platform. I need it to be a hydrogen fuel cell, because the batteries just aren't going to be able, we're talking about having drones deployed out in forests. We already record all the lightning strikes. We already know where they are, right? So we literally could send drones out to every single one and make sure there's no fire started by them if the conditions are suitable, right? So hydrogen fuel cell. So this company literally keeps sending me emails. They're trying to get me to come down to, and I might go. There's some big drone thing in Vegas coming up, and they're trying to give me free tickets to come down there, but here, it's China, and it's like, fuck, man. I tried to get this American company to do it, and it's like, they don't fucking even return my emails, and it's like, here's this Chinese company, and it's like, I almost feel like just giving them it. Here's the shit. Fucking, you're gonna steal my ideas anyway, but you've got all the money in the world to just make shit happen, and I don't. And convincing people to give me money is about on the list of things in this world that I hate doing. That is at the top. Asking people for anything. Oh, hey, I got this. Anyway, and I got this one friend that I just do all the time just to pester him. I come up with just bullshit ideas just to fuck with him. But anyway, hey, you should give me money to do this. Yeah, funny shit. Anyway, so then I install, and I talked about this open sourcing my video, right? My inventions, and basically that's what I'm just thinking about doing. If I could just get my name on a fucking on the system that ends forest fires, lightning strike, or flying fire extinguisher. Oh, that's a Gouda. Go down in history, forever known is the flying fire extinguisher guy. But I'm not like the first one to invent it. I did a lot of research trying to find if anybody had invented it, and basically the only thing really like Flight Test had put like just a regular old fire extinguisher, and they they didn't really go into it. There was a guy that did some conceptual stuff with just drawings and concepts that he had posted online, but other than that, nobody had really done anything along those lines, right? So and the parts are buried, honestly. If I got to the parts and I had the parts in my hand and I could find the file with all the CAD stuff on it, then I'd probably do it. So then, flying fire extinguisher, that was done. Now the next one is the epoxy anchor. And basically I was installing the solar system in my RV, and I was putting the panel on the roof. And I watched some video, and these people were like, yeah, just drill a hole and then just put the epoxy in the hole and then just screw into that. And I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good idea, right? The only problem is is it worked great when there was like some insulation like all twirled up in there. But if there was nothing behind it, you just are squirting your epoxy down into the hole, right? And so I was like, man, if I had a little thing that I could just plop down in there, drill a hole, plop a thing down in there, pump it full of fucking epoxy, let it harden, screw in. Wow, that would work really good, right? So I actually tried to find something like, again, nothing. And so I did this whole thing. I couldn't actually make the thing legitimately, but what I was able to do was I was able to simulate, once it was there, what its capabilities could be. And it was so strong, it was ridiculous. Like, I hung like 80 pounds on a 1/4-inch sheetrock with the 2-foot spacing on it, right? So, and broke a scale in 1/4-inch plywood, like a fish scale, like pulling up to get the how many pounds each one of these anchoring devices. I made a video. I don't know where I put it though. So anyway, and then I tried to get a hold of these companies, and I thought it was a slam dunk on this one. I mean, I've probably had a lot more ideas over the years, but I just haven't focused on them like much. These are the ones that I've focused on. So I fucking found a lawyer, and I think it was like $400 to get a patent, not a full blown. They're like $25K for a full blown patent, for just like a temporary patent, right? Patent pending. Well, the motherfucker was just like trying to get a hold of him and make an appointment and do anything was just like fucked, right? So I'm calling around to other lawyers. I get a hold of this other lawyer, and he's like $2,500. I'm like, what the fuck? This other guy's gonna do it for 400. What are you talking about? 25? Oh well, I'm gonna. And you know, in his defense, I mean, he did do shit, but I seriously, with the $400 model, and if I could have figured out that bullshit, you had to do it yourself, which basically was, there was a do-it-yourself thing, but you had to download like some shit onto a Windows computer that needed to use some shit that was like Windows Silverlight or some shit that I did not want to fucking do, and it was just so fucking lame, man. The fucking way the government sets things up so you can interact with them, they really get fucked by the software designers because they just do stupid shit, right? Anyway, use stupid shit. That's like this whole clip store back in the day went out of business because that Silverlight, they designed their whole fucking store to work with that shit, and it just ruined them because nobody wanted to use it. No one wanted to update it. No one wanted to download it. So anyway, I think I told this story about this invention, but anyway, you know, I had an employee on LinkedIn. I paid him to fucking get me leads. The only lead that ever came out of it was to JB Weld, and I was on the phone with him like 3 or 4 times. I just couldn't get anybody to return my calls at 3M or Gorilla Glue, and it's like, I'm not a fucking salesman. I hate that shit. Hey, hi, you don't know me, and but you know, it's like, pfft. And I should have just realized that that's more important than your fucking invention. Look at all these yo-yos putting shit out there that doesn't even fucking work right, but they have this whole way to convince you to give them their money, and that's their thing, right? It's not my thing, right? I'm about the real shit. If it doesn't work right, if my flying fire extinguisher is fucking stupid and doesn't work or whatever, then let's just figure that out and move on, right? But this is capitalism. I have to like have a shiny video and convince you that fear and be scared, and if you don't give me money, the world's gonna burn. Yeah. That's why you can look at my video called the future message to Thunderfoot, the future of product design. Okay, that's where we need to be. The patent system's stupid. We need to just open source the fucking world and just go forward 90 miles an hour into the future, doing cool shit. Let's go. Free the world. Educate the world. Invent. Create. Be a cool person. Build something. You got a problem with something? Invent something to fucking take care of it. Unless it's like, I know who watches this channel. Peace.